And Mutas now are at that watchtower, plagued with that third command center. But like you said, it's going to be really hard to get any SCVs over there.
Now the thing is Johan hasn't scouted it, dude, so he doesn't even realize that there is a command center up there. So I think Plague will get away just fine with it for just a little while until it gets scouted out. Deliberately scouted out from Johan. Now there are quite a bit of banelings. Let's take a look at the count there. 36 banelings here, mixed in with about 50 lings. They get the surround. Oh, a little bit of a pickup, but it looks like most of the Marines are dead. And a good game well played is thrown out there. And it looks like Johan is gonna take the win, take the victory for all you Zerg players out there. For the Swarm, let's go ahead and get that win video and continue forward.
Yeah, I'm still the queen bitch of the universe. You pig, I'm all creeped out.
So there we have it. Johan Nick taking the win, pushing forward in the Go4SC2 Cup number 95. I'm very excited to be here, folks. Very stoked indeed. We're going to have some fun. We're going to keep on going through. Lack of intros and kind of video assets today. I do want to point that out there. We will have a lack of those video assets that we normally have here on IMBAtv just because of the update that XSplit went through. I'm on the beta 2, and it doesn't automatically play the videos, so it's a little bit of a complication with getting into it. But yeah, so that's a little bit of background on what's going down today. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on right now.
Well, as you look into that, to avoid a little bit of the dead airspace, everybody get a chance right now. Navigate your way over to IMBAtv and make sure to sign up for the forums, because very often there is free game giveaways here, and being signed up to the forums and to the website makes you eligible for that. IMBAtv is doing a lot of casting, multiple days a week of great events just like this ESL one. And if you're signed up, you might end up getting an email in your box saying, hey, follow these quick little instructions, and you might walk away with a free game at some point.
Yep, and we do have one more CD key left. We may give it out today. I'm not exactly sure if we are or not. But the free CD key is for, you guessed it, guys, StarCraft 2, for all those who wanted a second key or a second game or a Smurf account or whatever it is. Then we've got it here, and you need to sign up at IMBAtv. So that's a great port there, and it looks like... let's go ahead and try to get this, try to get a game going here, guys.
Also, if you have any games that you want to see or have a request, feel free to post it in that IRC chat or visit us in the game of StarCraft at IMBAtv in the chat room there as we're checking those messages. It's great to be doing this ESL event, and we're working hard at getting some games set up so that the action can continue basically non-stop.
And it looks like there are a couple games on their way. They're a little bit of map veto, I think. The opponents talking to opponents.
Yeah, usually the events when they start off, first round or two, everyone's kind of like scrambling. It's the first game, trying to find your opponent, get going. Usually after the first round, everyone's kind of disciplined in the mindset of, all right, we're playing. Let me keep an eye on for who's next in my series of the bracket.
Yeah.
And things start to develop a lot better. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a good day here. It's great to be involved in another amazing event. With ESL now. And thank you everybody who's tuning in so far. And make sure to send your friends some messages to jump in and tune in.
That's right. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter as well, as we get all the plugs out of the way. Facebook.com/IMBAtv as well as Twitter.com/IMBAtv. Pretty much everywhere. And yes, I will do that indeed. Fantastic. We've got another game brought to you by Torre. Thanks for that, buddy. It's going to be NBS fighting SP Lico. Or what are we going to call that guy? Splicko? Mr. Splicko?
Yeah.
All right. So, looks like this next one will be on Terminus Re, guys. And I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I hope you guys are having a good day. I know I'm having a good day right now. And let me get back into the camera a little bit. And, yeah. I think I'm ready. I'm ready for some more action. So here we go. The countdown has begun. I do have some type of intro to play for you guys right here. Just something simple.
From the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, let's get ready for IMBAtv!
All right, so there we have it. Thanks, everybody, for coming. This is IMBAtv. You're joining us for another game here at the Go4SC2 Cup as we bring you guys non-stop freaking action for the Go4SC2 Cup. We've got Splicko fighting MBS here. It's a PVT, and I've got Fire Silver partnering up with me on this one. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on here, Fire. We've got Splicko spawning down here at the 6 o'clock position as the blue Protoss, and over here in the 3 o'clock, we've got MBS spawning as the green Terran, and he is in the 3 o'clock, and man, oh man, MBS is a cheeser. We'll see if he decides to go for a cheese build or if Splicko decides to go for a cheese build. We are early in this Go4SC2 Cup number 95, so anything goes pretty much, right, Fire?
Yep, we can see some crazy stuff in these kind of tournaments. This is Terminus Re, is the ESL version. Not sure what the difference is. It might be some spawning positions are not allowed to help balance, but I'm not sure on that. But we do have MBS here as the Green Terran. MBS shown to be very, very strong recently in the Craft Cup tournaments, getting very, very far. I haven't seen him knocked out usually before round 5 often. So he's a very, very strong player in his macro, and picks amazing times to be aggressive. Lico I haven't actually seen before, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of skill level he is at the moment.
Agreed. And we're seeing the barracks actually be placed down next to the, next to the command center here. And I don't know whether he's going to be going for a SimCity type of build or not. I'm sure time will tell. But the first scout is out from MBS right now. It is moving into the counterclockwise position, and he will not find his opponent right away. But Switcho has gotten into MBS's base and has been here for a little while.
Could we see a Nexus first?
There it is! Wow!
He's going to go straight into the macro game. We're slightly wondering if he was going to go for a 14 gate, but that 15 probe did come out, and a 15 gate really isn't that economical, so then goes the 15 Nexus. NBS, meanwhile, just securing his orbital command, putting down more supply depots and pumping out more Marines. Doesn't want any more probes coming in to scout what he's doing. We'll be checking around for any sort of proxy pylons in this smoke out the back of his base, but we'll find nothing. Meanwhile, the first gateway for Splicko has just gone down, and NBS soon to be able to see all of this that is happening, and the second gateway. So a second gateway instead of saving up for that cybernetics core. He is going to go in there, get zapped by that probe, and walk out once again. NBS has taken this opportunity, gone straight for his own expansion. So he's not probably won't be as teching as fast or being as aggressive as he could be. Instead, going to try and catch up with Splicko at this point. Meanwhile, the first assimilator now for Splicko has gone down, and that first gateway is finishing up. So we might see a cybernetics core placed down very, very soon next to that.
And that the probe did get successfully counter scouted. The probe tried to go back into the base. The Marines ended up following it all the way out, and it looks like a third command center to go down here by MBS on the rich Vaspane geyser placement on Terminus Re. Now you will receive gas like you receive minerals on a high yield. So it's a very interesting technique that MBS is deciding to go for here.
Yeah, I was wondering what MBS was going to be doing. He knows that if he expands when he did expand, he knew he'd be behind Splico, so it was interesting if he was going to go for some sort of tech push. It just seems he is just going to double expand, which, if it isn't scouted, it's going to make Splico feel some like self-confidence, and he could push in and lose everything. If he does not know there is a third base. But that's why the score has gone down, and a fourth pylon now going down behind these gateway, and the second gas now being placed down as well. So he is working off 2 gas still saturating his natural expansion. The 2 bunkers now being placed down for MBS, going to give him some security in the early game. As we do see a 3rd barracks coming down, a 4th barracks.
Yeah,
even.
3rd
so
and
4 barracks is so far.
And
Strangely
no
enough, we haven't
refineries, dude.
Yeah,
None at all.
it's weird.
He's going mass marines, no up. Okay, there's the first refinery. I was questioning it a little bit. I didn't know what the hell was going on here. But it looks like, there's only, there are the 2 assimilators here for Splicho, or Splico, whatever we want to call him. And he is not working off of any of the assimilators in his natural expansion, as well as not placed down that 3rd base, like you were talking about, with having this 3rd base here going to an orbital command, making it to where he's able to have 3 mules out at a time will help his economy so much. And we'll see when he starts to build the other refineries, because that's an interesting point to note as well.
Gonna have to see what kind of build MBS is going to end up going for. But at the moment, yeah, as you said, very, very heavy marines. Only 1 refinery as of yet. Could be taking the rich one. Probably a good choice if MBS did choose to take that. But a 3rd an engineering base, going up now at this choke. So a strange placement. Doesn't want Zealots to get a full surround on these bunkers. But, Splico is moving some of his army up. Looks like he might be looking to take out the SCV hanging at that Zelnaga watchtower. Doesn't want him to have that kind of map vision. And as it does get shot down, we see Robotics Bay just finished up, and 2 extra gateways being placed down, giving him a total of 4 gateways and 1 robotics. But Stimpack has just started to be researched from this Tech Labs barracks. But no more orders coming out, instead getting more Marines out of it. So
and building another barracks.
Yeah, very, very heavy rank units, but I guess, he can support it. He does have these 3 bases, and has this rich Vespian Geyser, which does give you 6 instead of 3, and he'll be able to keep up in gas just having these 2 at his home base and that rich one. But Colossus then is down, so Colossus could come up very, very soon, and that's going to cause a lot of problems the longer he stays on this marine tech. Splico, on the other hand, is placing a pylon behind, doesn't want to be caught off guard by any sort of drop play coming in here, but still doesn't know about the 3rd from MBS. 1 observer is out, but it is hanging over the army, and he has only seen Marines, so he could be leaning towards some thinking that MBS is going for a very heavy tech path from these 2 bases. But he is getting out a 2nd observer, and the 2nd robo is just finished, so he can start pumping Colossus like there's no tomorrow. But on 2 bases with 4 gates, 5 gates now, it is going to be hard. But he is taking his 3rd expansion now, and that is about 25% complete at the moment, as he does send this observer out, and it looks like it is heading towards this 3rd expansion, so he could see it very, very soon. But MBS is placing down missile turrets, wants to shoot down them if the observers do come over, as we see +1 upgrades for MBS at this point nearly done. A forge now going down for Splico, wants to get those early upgrades quite fast, as he does have thermal lance on the way. Meanwhile, a starport, Stimpack just about to finish, concussive shells and combat shield all about to finish at the same time. So we could see a really good time push here from MBS with all these upgrades finishing up. Considered with the low Colossi count at the moment, he only has 2, a 3rd on the making, and possibly a 4th very, very soon. But this 3rd is just about to finish up, and probes are being transferred down. Meanwhile, double starport now from MBS, so he definitely wants out some air units to deal with those Colossus, but a 2nd engineering bay as well, so double upgrades we could see very, very soon from MBS at this point, or he could be just saving it because he does have the other one at the wall, and that